Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Dolphins going up against the Texans. With that, we're off to NRG Stadium in Houston as we say hello to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Tannehill on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Time to feature the offensive starters and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Deion Sims, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now Osweiler on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On second down, Osweiler. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now the former 1,000-yard man for the Dolphins, Lamar Miller. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. In motion right is Hopkins. On second down, here's Osweiler. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Slot man moves right. The throw on first down with Osweiler. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get... Fresh set of downs here. Now it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And with a 100-yard performance against Indy, Lamar Miller, his second 1,000-yard season, he's really coming on strong. And with Osweiler not putting up big numbers in the passing game, Miller's really key, isn't it?
He certainly is, because he sets the tone for everything. He drives what they do, especially with what he does on the ground, but also he can pass protect when they do decide to throw it and catch it out of the backfield. He's gone from being an accessory piece to the main cog in their offense.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go. Green, 39.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Cut it left. Cut it left. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Osweiler on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319. Leopard. Leopard. Check 99.
The play clock's running down.
Gone.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Set. Green 39. Gone. Gone. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Hot.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. 4 yards. That gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
So on 4th down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Novak's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
So now here come the Dolphins. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now for Ajayi, he struggled a little bit in the slop in Week 14, Charles. Less than 2.5 yards per carry, 20 for 48.
Or maybe he's not a mutter, you know? I mean, maybe that's his thing. But you have to look at recent games as well. It's been a while since he had that major explosion of back-to-back 200-yard games, followed by a 100-yard game. And since then, welcome to stardom, because now defenses are aligned trying to stop him, and Miami has to try and beat
Jarvis Landry. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And now a first down following that long gain. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Deion Sims, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Osweiler on first down. Complete to Mumphrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Hopkins the man in motion right. On second down, Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
The man in motion is Mumphrey. On first down, Osweiler. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, a lot of off-air talk between us about the playoff picture, and obviously Patriots well on their way there again, but they'll have to do it this year without Rob Gronkowski. Of course, the Madden cover boy injured, maybe some talk of a Madden curse, I don't know.
You know, it's so funny when we talk about that. If you go back through the time, a lot of guys had big years after being on the cover of Madden. You know, I know Richard Sherman and the Seahawks went to a Super Bowl the year that he was on there.
OBJ had a good year last. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
On first down, Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Green, 39! Green!
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Novak's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And Ndamukong Suh with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now Osweiler on second down. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry up.
Here we go now. All right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Hurry up. Here we go.
In motion right is Hopkins. 3rd and 2. Now Osweiler. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A 3rd down. He tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here we go on 4th down with Osweiler. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. On 1st down, Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler.
You know what I want to do right now while we have a moment? I want to hand out Charles Davis's hardware for top performers week 14.
Okay, if we're going to do that, can we start with Le'Veon Bell with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Sure, Warren.
236 yards on the ground, ended up with 298 overall in the snow in Buffalo, and led his team to a win.
Who else you got? I know you like Vic Beasley's performance for Atlanta.
Well, 3 sacks, including a touchdown after the strip sack. He picked it up and ran it in. And I have to mention Aaron Rodgers. Playing hurt, had a hamstring 2 weeks ago, a calf this week. The Packers are on a nice little run now, pressing for a playoff spot.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And this will be incomplete. And, Charles, let's switch gears for a second. Big news on Monday. Los Angeles now looking for a new head coach. Could it be a good thing that they make this move now as opposed to at the end of the season?
I think in a lot of ways, yes, because you become the focal point for all people who might be interested in the job, and I think a lot of people will be. It is Los Angeles, great market, but how about the team? Jared Goff, the rookie quarterback. Todd Gurley, the tremendous runner. Aaron Donald on defense, and a heck of a defense around him. A lot of good reasons to be interested in this job.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. To throw is Osweiler. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Cameron Wake able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron